Young people are fitter to invent than to judge, fitter for execution than for counsel, and more fit for new projects than for settled business. Meaning, young people are both good and bad, harmonious and contradictory at the same time, because the young can also be found to be in a permanent state resembling intoxication, drunkenness, because they are delusional, arrogant, ignorant, aggressive all the time in maximum circumstances, situations, conditions. They can be found to be aggressive. They can be found to be exercising, practicing pride, vanity, arrogance, judgment, achievement, fame, attention, validation in their lives, all of which is again meaningless, aimless, insignificant if they are not pursuing the path of consistent and persistent growth, progress, learning, and if they are not developing resilience, perseverance, and character, authenticity, morality, then all else falls apart anyways. So obviously, the youth is dangerous also because not necessarily it invents, but because it judges in most of the time. But when in reality, the young people must always be inventing. The young people should spend more and more of their times, educations, actions for the invention, innovation, creation, development of many other things in the world as well as of themselves. They should spend more time inventing than judging because judgment leads nowhere. Judgment is rock bottom. It is the end of everything. It's dead end. So the young people should be inventing. They should spend time to invent more and more things about themselves, discovering their weaknesses, merits, exploring, knowing themselves more and more and than ever before. And they are also fit for execution than for counsel. They immediately execute everything without suggestions, advices, counsels of any kind, and they are obviously more fit for new projects, new ventures, knowledge, assignments into their lives than for settled business. So the young can actually be a lot of things if they have the desire or willingness to. That a young can conquer, overcome, achieve, accomplish a lot more things in their lives than they have imagined, thought, anticipated. Had they had the willingness, desire, ambition, persistence, perseverance, consistency, patience, and other virtues to continue that way, because it takes courage to invent, to hold on to oneself, to adhere to authenticity, than to give into pleasure, entertainment, validation, money, riches, fame all the time, and also in doing so, making ourselves slaves to the system of government and organization. So we have enslaved, subjugated ourselves not just because of our own desire for power, but because we have not achieved mastery of ourselves. We have given in to the others' expectancies, desires, demands for